everyone. We're here today with Livia Judge, composer, and we're going to be talking about her piece Blue Lakes Timepiece for clarinet and harp. Welcome, Livia.
Thank you.
So it's an evocative title, Blue Lakes Timepiece. Can you just tell me a bit of background of how you came up with that title?
Well, the title came out of a trip in 2015 to the South Island of New Zealand, my first trip to New Zealand, and the Blue Lakes are this extraordinary milky blue, bright colour, and they're surrounded by snow-capped mountains, and it was in the summer, so there was this haze everywhere, so it was extremely picturesque, and just that turned out to be the inspiration for this piece. So, but it was a call for scores from the Melbourne Composers League for that instrumentation. So I was writing specifically for those instruments, and which I hadn't written for before, but I just thought that combination, clarinet and harp, is just so lovely that it would work for that piece, yeah.
So there's two ways we could chop down the title. We could talk about Blue Lakes and how that's being evocative, or how you evolved that into the music, and timepiece. So Blue Lakes, was there any particular did you bring it on the sense of blue, the haze? Did that come? Were you trying to evoke that in the piece?
Yeah, I was. I mean, the timepiece, I have to say, wasn't really related that much to the piece. It just seemed to ring true with the Blue Lakes. But so it's more about just the evocative scenery and the colouring and just the atmosphere, the sort of the way the nature blends in with so those instruments, the harp for me is just such a romantic instrument, and it can do some incredible effects, the glissandi and the just beautiful plucking of the strings and everything. So it evokes a picture already to me, a harp. So, and the clarinet is all about timbre and being very agile, and so I was trying to exploit those qualities of the instruments, so that it matched the piece,
A lot of composers have problems writing for harp. I know a harpist quite well, and he sometimes pulls her hair out. She pulls her hair out quite often about what composers bring, because I think they write as though it's a substitute for a piano. So and Jacinta didn't seem to have many problems. So because this is your first time, how did you come to get involved into the harp and write for the harp, and at the end of the day not have any problems for the harpist?
Yeah, well, my go-to book is the Instrumentation and Orchestration by Blatter. So I just looked that up for harp because I really didn't know much about it. I've written for guitar before, which is a tiny bit similar, but not really because of the pedals. The harp effects, it's extremely, referring to your question, it is extremely difficult instrument to write for, I would say. So I just actually wanted to exploit a couple of things in the music. One was the bisbigliando, which is just where the harp can tune two strings to the same note and harmonically, and pluck with the two different fingers. So you can get a very smooth and controlled sort of tremolo sound, which really I thought sounded like, being underwater, sort of that sort of feeling. and so, and what else? So, and the other effect was the glissandi. So they're pretty straightforward on the harp, but yeah, I did, work a little bit with Jacinta after I'd written it. So we emailed back and forth, and she had to tweak a little bit with me, but so that was how I approached it. Yeah.
And for me, the opening of it evokes dawn. It's sort of the morning. It's how it's it has the harp is the clarinet has sustained notes, and the harp has that trilling sound. So, am I right on that? Were you trying to evoke? That's how I looked at it. As evoking, it was dawn, and then it opens up to the day. Am I wrong with my interpretation there? Is it?
No, I mean, you can hear it the way you like, but I wasn't thinking of dawn, but I generally probably I'm a classical performer, so I think of ternary form all the time, so that just comes naturally to me. The middle section was probably meant to feature the clarinet player more, so it was more, notey for the clarinet. So I was bringing that out more.
Well, I must stand corrected. I didn't hear the A section come back, but
Okay.
I heard it really as an A and a B. But
Yeah.
either way, I mean, it's about a 4.5 minute piece or thereabouts, but it formally sits quite well together. It's well shaped, and I think there's no real issues for either performer. It can be easily performable. It's not as though they need 84 rehearsals to get it together. Have you written for clarinet before?
I have written for clarinet, quite a bit actually. I mean, I've learnt clarinet myself. In my teaching degree I did it, so that's why I feel I'm okay, understanding, and it's also very similar to the flute. But the another thing about the clarinet that I was trying to exploit with the dynamics, so because they have such a wide range. So anyway, I mean, I'm not going all out, but I was trying to do that a little bit. And Robert Schubert I knew as a performer, so I knew that just what a gorgeous sound he had, and really wanted to just exploit that.
Well, and I think you exploited you very well. It was there was lovely times for him to make tone, sustain notes, a bit of in the B section a bit more rhythmic, and obviously an A section which I didn't hear, and so I think it sits very nicely. Livia, thank you very much for your time today. And we've got the performance coming up with Robert Schubert on clarinet and Jacinta Dennett on harp. And it's recorded on August the 30th, 2015 at the Trinity Uniting Church in Brighton. Do enjoy.
Thank you.